Hello, welcome to my final Wolves match preview of the season. Wolves versus Sunderland. What an absolutely amazing season it's been. There's been so many highlights throughout the year. Some of my highlights, actually, when the first game against pre-season game against Leicester, when Wolves played Leicester, and we looked like a proper decent football inside. I was quite excited. Obviously, it was a week before in advance of the Premier League, but Wolves just looked good. The first match of the season against Middlesbrough, when we won 1-0, was Middlesbrough well mooted as big favourites for the money they'd spent, and we beat them 1-0. And then the first away game against Derby, such a comprehensive result, followed up with Hull. And then obviously we had the setback against Cardiff. But Wolves have been very consistent all the season. When they've had a setback, they've bounced back. There were some crucial games. The game against Bristol City, when we were down to 10 men and losing 1-0, and the dramatic last-minute winner. What a game that was. And then as we've gone, we had our little blip where, you know, we struggled a little bit, which every team has done, but even that Wolves blip, we were still managing to grind out some points. And then obviously we lost to Villa. But since the loss from Villa, Wolves have really pounced back. We had those massive games away against Middlesbrough, down to 9 men for like 40 minutes. Sorry about. Honestly, I'm in Newport at the moment, and there seems to be like zillions of like boy racers revving their cars for some strange reason. Sorry about the noise. Anyway, the Middlesbrough game, down to 9 men. The performance of champions then to hold on to win that game 2-1. And then obviously the dramatic game against Cardiff, where we took the lead and they had two penalties. It was kind of like, at that point, destined that we were going to go on and win the title, and we have done. And obviously, going into the game against Sunderland, we just need a point to get to the 100 points, which would be amazing. There's the view, but there's a bit of shadow on my face. So that's the high street of Newport. Newport's a very interesting place, actually. Very interesting and oldie worldy in some ways, and they've got pretty much they've got everything on the high street, amazingly enough. And there's a lot of independent shops. But anyway, I'm digressing. On to the Sunderland game. Obviously, Wolves, the title, the champions. Sunderland, a big side that are relegated to League One. And if you're a Sunderland fan watching this, believe me, as Wolves fans, we know exactly what that feels like to get double relegations. And you know, it's hard at the moment, but to be honest, as a Wolves fan, I would say probably that was the best thing that happened to us, because it meant that we could get rid of the deadwood and we could rebuild. Talking about that, Sunderland have actually sold the club, and surprisingly, they've sacked their manager, Coleman, and Robbie Stockdale is taking charge for them tomorrow. They'll want a result in front of their fans. Wolves obviously will want a result. Thanks for the pip, mate. When you're doing this vlogging malarkey, sometimes it's quite funny. But you have to go with the punches. In terms of some stats, the Black Cats are winless in their last 6 games against Wolves, and the two sides have not met at the Stadium of Light since I think it's April 2012 in a goalless draw in the Premier League. Sunderland have lost 8 of the last 10 games. Wolves, on the other hand, have won their last 4 games at the end of the season since losing to Brighton 5 seasons ago. No Championship side have lost more points from winning position this season than Sunderland, who have lost 28 points from a winning position, and that's really cost them. If Wolves do win, they'll go on to 102 points and be the first side to get that figure since Leicester did 5 seasons ago. As I say, it's been an absolutely fantastic atmosphere all season. It's been a memorable season, and it's going to be exciting over the summer, and obviously I'll be keeping abreast of that. But I'm going for Wolves are going to be determined to win tomorrow, and I'm going for 4-0 to the Wolves to finish off the season in style before the party celebrations begin Bank Holiday Monday, when they parade the trophy around Wolverhampton.